All right, everybody, welcome back to class. In today's lesson, we're going to be working on back falls. If you haven't went to our front falls, you can go ahead and click that one over there, or maybe right here on the face. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so we're going to be working on back falls, and again, just like our previous video, we're going to make sure we do it into small progressions. The most important thing is to take away the risk factor or the fear factor of actually falling, and again, we're on safe mats, soft, squishy mats. We're not jumping right onto the concrete as of yet. Okay, so let's go ahead. Miss Kirsten, we brought her back so she can work onto this one. Let's go ahead and get into the kneeling position, the frog squatting position. Okay, so we want to go ahead and be right in here so this way we can be able to roll backwards. Let's turn. Let's go this way. Perfect, we're going to go that way. Excellent. So now she's here in this position. Of course, again, we take away the height and we take away the higher impact of the fall and, of course, the fear factor. Now, in this one, we just want to be able to roll. As you notice, good that she's not actually wearing a rope, so we can be able to see from her hips to her back to her shoulders and to her head. So you want to make sure we hollow that. Hollow meaning not straight, right? This is very straight. We don't want that. We want to be able to round, get a long surface area, maximize and create as much surface area as possible to distribute the weight. So we want to round our back out. Now, as we do this, you don't use your arms, just kind of roll back. Roll back and then try to roll back up. This will be the first step to try to get to that back fall and to make sure you're controlling that momentum, and again, you're controlling the arch of your body. Go ahead and let's do 2 or 3 more. Perfect. So how she does that. Notice how her head is not touching. That's very important. A lot of newbies, they make that mistake and they crash their head back. Even on this basic warm-up, they still hit their head. And if they hit their head on the warm-up, go ahead, and they're going to hit their head when they actually go to the fall as well. So we don't want that. Make sense? Okay, so now as we have this one, now we're going to take our arms from this cross position, just like this. Can you see me? Cross position. And then we're going to bring our arms and go out. Miss Linda, let's turn this way just so we can see the cross position. From here, and then as we roll back, I'm just going to stop you from rolling back. You go ahead and throw those arms down and clap. It's important that we go wrist to hips, right? Wrist to hips. Go ahead. Wrist to the hips. Not actually touching the hips like this. That's not correct. We want to bring that angle and, again, distribute as much energy as possible by making a wide surface area. And it's going to the hips. A lot of people make the mistake by going straight down. We don't want that. And they go too high, and we definitely don't want that, because now if you look turning this way and go and throw that out, throw this one, not this one, throw this one out, you see how the angle of that, maybe if we turn a little bit, see how the elbow is sticking out? That's going to crash. We don't want that elbow and that arm. We want the hand. That's why when we go here, you can see that angle where the hand is sticking out, and that fall can be distributed up the arm. If it's here, it's going to hit straight onto the elbow, and it's not going to hurt. We don't want that. And of course, if we go down low, it's the same concept. It's hitting trigger points onto the arm. We don't want that. We want a slow progression and distribute that energy as much as possible. Okay, so now let's go and do that simple roll. Same thing, bringing the arms up, and then we go into the proper angle of the hand. And again, that's perfect. Rounding the body, still keeping the head safe, bringing that momentum up so we can get this nice clean back fall. Go again. Perfect. Now, once you have that good control and that proper timing, now we want to work on getting your hand down on the mat before your back does. Now, your hip is obviously going to touch, but before the middle portion of your back, you want that hand there. Miss Linda, I'm going to scoot up a little bit so that way we got this right where you're going to hit the ground in the center so that we can see that really good on camera. All right, go ahead. Perfect. You see how those hands got there a little bit faster just at the same time as her hips and her butt sits down? Those hands are there. Now that's important timing for the next step. Okay, let's go and do one more. Good. And just for good measure, let's turn face this way so we can get a good angle. Louis, you got us. Let's try that one more time, just so you can see that position. Excellent. One more. Good. Fantastic. All right. So now, of course, if you guys have any questions, make sure you hit those comments below. Give Louis, don't forget, always give Louis that thumbs up. All right, so now we have that roll and we're nice and safe. Let's go and come up to your feet. Now, here's kind of a little bit of the scary part. Sometimes when the students are really new or beginners, or if we have any joint issues or back issues or kind of sore, pull the muscles, or train really hard the next day and we're stiff, we'll get a crash mat and we'll put that down just to give yourself some more padding. But in this case, we're going to skip all that because Miss Kirsten's good to go, right? Sure. Okay, so now on this one, we've got to work on that hop. We want to be able to get the actual fall because it's a back fall, not a back roll, right? So we want to get that back fall. So as we do this, we're going to just give ourselves, again, proper position on the back, proper position on the distribution, and proper position on hitting to the ground. We're going to add that little bit of a jump. And again, make sure the hands come down before the back hits the floor. Very important. All right, go ahead. Good, excellent. Try to make sure you kind of watch over here in this area. You can see how the hand hits before her body does, before her torso. Very good, very good. Go ahead, one more time. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Also paying attention to her head, she's not hitting the back of her head. It's not even coming her neck, the top of her shoulders is not even coming even close to the ground. One more time. Excellent, she's keeping that up. And of course, controlling that momentum and bringing it back up to her feet so we can continue this drill over and over and over. All right, one more time. Excellent. Very good. Perfect. All right. Excellent job, Ms. Kirsten. If you have any questions, comments, make sure you go ahead and leave those. Again, don't forget to give Lou that thumbs up. And if you haven't seen the front fall, as well as the handstand, because we have a good progression onto that, make sure you click those different videos, wherever they are. Sound good? All right, take care. Thank you. Train hard, train safe. See you later.